Well, I'll be playing like all day, God dog, so there'll be plenty of time.
Sorry, folks. This car is capable of miracles, but it can't drive over 20 miles of parked cars.
Main campaign solo. That means the main 5. Dead Center, Dark Carnival, Hard Rain, The Parish, Swamp Fever. I still haven't fixed my auto exec, so I don't have a move right button.
Hey, look at this here.
Oreo's sitting on my lap, and she is definitely going to get on my desk and kill me one of these times. Here it comes. Oreo, you cannot be sitting on my desk while I'm playing a mouse and keyboard game. You know this. How'd the remake go? I got sub 110.
Where are you guys?
It was a lot better than last time, but it still wasn't great. I didn't die to any of the bosses that time. And I didn't die to 100 gammas either.
Hey, some guns here. Careful, Hunter.
But I died a few times to like random enemies. Nice, fence hop. I'm back, baby. The dog is the real boss. Yeah, exactly. Prefer Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 maps? Definitely Left 4 Dead 2 maps. Left 4 Dead 2 is just a better game than Left 4 Dead 1, all around. Anyone that says otherwise is coping. It's just nostalgic bait. My fastest time in the remake? I don't know. It's on speedrun.com somewhere, I think. I had world record in Nightmare at some point. Like a 50 something. If I had to guess, I can't remember.
Coach! Hey, where is everybody? Molotov here.
I still stand by it being one of the better RE speed games, though. I hit the forklift into me, sir. Thank you. 49.19 on Nightmare. 48.52 on Standard. Well, there you go. Thanks, Young. I was really close on the Nightmare, I guess. 69 HP. Nice. Yeah, the intro is about 4.5 minutes long, I think. If I was ever gonna run it again, I'd definitely run no intro. What's up, Takis? So far, so good. Imagine running intro when no intro is an option. I know, right? You could even do no intro on console. You literally just load a save. Bonk.
Anyone?
Swamp Fever kind of sucks. It's a boring level. There's a lot of nothing going on Swamp Fever.
Down that hole.
No, bad hunter. No, bad charger. We're fine. This is fine. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not fine. Maybe it is fine. Maybe it is fine. I think it actually is fine. I don't have a throwable now though. Oh, the spit boost. Please move. Oh, he's about to charge. This is fine. Are you and Dante collabing again? Whenever he feels like it.
Hey, not funny, man. Where are you guys?
Heck, wait. I want this. That's gonna help a lot, probably.
Through the bumper cars.
Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, he could hit me through that. That's fun.
Hey, can somebody watch my back? I'm gonna heal.
We take RNG this run is rough. It's not that bad. I haven't died, so can't be that bad. I should do an RE7 speedrun to see who could do it faster. Well, you see, 90% of the RE7 speedrun is cutscenes, so. That wouldn't be a very fun speedrun. Yeah, expert realism is a category. It's pretty niche, but some people run it. I've done some runs. It's a pretty big community meme to do all campaigns expert realism as like a race. Do that every once in a while. I think most RE games are like that besides 4 and 5. No, it's pretty much just 7. 7 is just all unskippable cutscenes. But yeah, I mean, most RE games are not very good speedruns, but 7 is particularly bad for that. Hi, Oreo. Please, no. Can't be on the mouse pad. I know you like mice, but no mouse pad. Okay, now my tank luck is bad. God, there are comments everywhere. Not the table. I don't know when I pressed that, but I did. We're gonna unbind the pause timer button. I don't know how I pressed M or when I did that, but. That's an expert tank. Must be, because he's not dead yet. Oh, Oreo must have pressed it. What a mess. At least I'm alive, somehow. You just had to say something. Yeah, this finale was a little rough. I'm alive somehow, though. Did I just get a bad tank spawn, too? No, okay. I was gonna say, holy shit. Unlucky. Damn, the frame 1 kill, crazy. He's cracked. Calm chick moment. It's crazy to me that the kick command is not cheap protected. I'm out of ammo. He's not gonna die, is he? Oh, he might. Oh, I got out of the spot for too long. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. That's crazy. What a wild finale. The Charger won in the end? Yeah. So sad. Okay. Ask you shall receive, Nick. I left him for dead? No, I murdered him. There's a word for that, it's called murder.
Anyone?
I mean, any finale where you have to sit there and wait for stuff to happen is a bad finale.
Can I help? I will. Let's go. Alright,
Which is why The Parish and Dead Center are the best campaigns. Holdout finales suck. I hate when comments land on my head. It's annoying. Is they don't insta kill Goomba stomp you like you do them. Did you imagine? Man, I could not hit this trick lately. I should maybe go back to doing the other version of it. How are you not dead? What's up, Headbanger? Howdy. No, my machete. Yeah, and the passing. And the sacrifice. Passing finale is so annoying. It's so much better than wait out finales.
Hey, where is everybody?
Waiting finales are just the worst. Please get off me. You hate collecting gas cans solo, but that's the best part. Can drilling is fun. That's literally the best part. If I tried Payday 3, no. Probably never will. I don't have any interest. I didn't even know it was out. I got Payday 2 like 6 years late, and anyone who wanted to play the game already had 1,000 hours in it. No one else wanted to play the game. So I never played it. I own it, but I only played it for like 10 minutes. I can never get anyone to play it with me. It's kind of like Terraria. Like, I always wanted to play Terraria, but every time I played it, people were like, yeah, I'll start a new world with you. And then, you know, 10 minutes into the next world, they're flying around in a UFO. I'm like, dude, I thought we were playing, like, new characters. He's like, yeah, I really missed, like, having good movement options, though. And Nervy thinks it's a raid. From one speedrun marathon to another. Yeah, thank you for the 41 months as well. Much appreciated. How did the marathon go? I hope Dead Space Remake wasn't as catastrophic as I was fearing it might be. Because of the rust. What's up, Lori? It was fine. Had chapter 12 go. Smiley face. Not too bad. See? Duffel bag strats, dude. They work. Aw, what? No duffel bag strats? I'm upset. This game was not meant to be played solo at all. It's fine. You're playing with bots, it's fine. As long as you're not trying to go fast. I should not have killed them.
I'm no use to anyone in here.
The standard rusty run, I feel you. I mean, like, it really depends though. Like for me, sometimes I do a run, like, I run a run that I'm rusty at and things just go awful. Like, I literally spent like 30 minutes on one trick in Scooby-Doo. I'm fucking dead. And that run is 15 minutes long, by the way. So. Spending 30 minutes on a trick in a 15-minute long run. You know, that's kind of oof.
People come and get me, please.
Like, RA3 Remake actually wasn't that bad this time around. I got like a 110. But normally it's like, you know, like 45 minutes or something. You got overshoot beforehand? Gotcha. Yeah. Weird thing about the Scooby run was I did go overshit. I actually ran it in the last WaifuRuns too, but this time it just went really bad. Couldn't tell you why. I have this problem now where I'm spread too thin across too many games. So I can't possibly be not rusty at all of them. And they're almost all really hard too, so like I get completely shit on if it's not if I'm not up to date. Oh my god. This is fine. That's awesome. Congrats on the 2 years. They're fun. I love doing marathons like that. Oh. Definitely a good little celebration. Hi, Oreo. Please get down. Thank you. God, commons are so annoying. People think the specials are the hard part of the Left 4 Dead speedrun, but they're not at all. It's definitely the commons. The specials are easy by themselves. The fucking commons stop you from doing anything. Yeah, exactly, Nervy, for sure. Was Dead Space remake that good? It is the best remake ever made, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Left 4 Dead 3 would have been legendary. I mean, like, what would you change or add to Left 4 Dead 2? It's like a perfect game. People always say that, but I think what they mean is that I wish Left 4 Dead was relevant again so my friends would play it. Better than RE4R? Way better than RE4R. I don't know. In my opinion, RE4 Remake is not nearly faithful enough to the actual core philosophy of the original game to be a good remake. Like, it's a completely different type of game. Two campaigns is what they really mean, but like, there's a ton of like really good campaigns on the workshop. I'm sure they've never played. People are just afraid to play games that aren't culturally relevant anymore. A lot of people only play games with their friends, and their friends only play games that are new or culturally relevant. So their friends refuse to play Left 4 Dead because Left 4 Dead's old, so they don't play Left 4 Dead. That's like such an extremely common sentiment I hear all the time. You know what I say to that? Get new friends. Like, Dead Space Remake is like perfect. It takes everything that the original seeks to do and just improves upon it and maintains like the same sort of identity as the original. It's just a straight upgrade of the original. Like, there's no reason to play the original anymore because the remake is just better in every single way. And it feels like the same game. Whereas RE4 Remake is just a completely different game. Like, RE4 Remake is a good game, but it's nothing like the original. The core design philosophy of the original is completely lost in the remake. Like, literally, the director of RE4 told people when they were working on it, forget about story, cutscenes, any of that stuff. Just focus on gameplay and make it the best experience possible. They came up with like a really solid set of super responsive mechanics that feel really good to play and age endlessly. And what did the remake do? The exact opposite of that. Forget about the gameplay, focus on presentation. That's the most important part. So like, from a philosophical perspective, Dead Space Remake is way more on par with the original Dead Space. when it comes to like the design philosophy and what the game is actually like about from like a construction basis than RE4 Remake is. A lot of people hated the changes in the Dead Space Remake story. Who? I never heard of one, honestly. It's just the wholesale better, straight up. Something you change is like hitbox registration and stuff. Yeah, I can agree with that, but a whole new game just for that seems like it's not worth it. There's some differences. Like the lady in chapter 6 that meets up with you at the end. You guys have like a shared hallucination. That whole thing is new. Before it was just like Nicole was just nothing, but now it's like the new person. There are some changes, but they're pretty small, and honestly I think they're just for the better. Also, they give a lot more backstory about like Isaac's parents and stuff. Like all that stuff is in like side games in the original. None of that stuff is actually in the original Dead Space 1. It's all comes from side games and like other lore stuff. But it just makes it better. Like just straight up, like all that extra information and like backstory and whatnot makes the presentation and the narrative like way better. And I don't even care about narrative and presentation, but it made me care about it a lot more than I did the original, that's for sure. It's just more fleshed out, basically. I mean, RE4 Remake's a great game, but it's just like definitely not RE4, if that makes sense, you know? It doesn't follow the same design philosophy of the game that it's being remade of at all. It's like a completely different take, which is fine, but not what I was hoping for. But I mean, I'm not that high on Copium. I knew they weren't gonna make the game I wanted them to make. I'm not insane. I am insane for surviving that though. I mean, you know me, I'm all about mechanics and stuff, right? And like RE4 Remake sacrifices every single gameplay element for preservation of the presentation and narrative, which is the exact opposite of what the original did. So it's a little disappointing to me. Like, I liked RE4 OG because it sacrifices the narrative and all this stuff in the presentation so that it can have like the best, most refined gameplay mechanics it could at the time. And like doing the exact opposite, like that's what made the game such a marvel, was that they did that, right? So doing the exact opposite for the remake kind of feels like, well, they missed the point of the original, like what made the original so good.
Hey, where is everybody? I need some help.
At least for me, that's what made the original good for me. That's why I like the original. But I could definitely see why like they would go for the approach that they did.
Go right through there.
I think this approach definitely has more wide spanning mainstream appeal. Like most gamers will definitely like the focus on presentation and narrative and stuff a lot more than the focus on gameplay, because they're only going to play the game one time. It doesn't really matter to them that much, you know? And that's probably what like the best thing they could have done to make it be well received generally and like sell well. So I totally get why they did it, but it's not what I wanted, which is fine. Shinji Mikami said he did the final script for RE4 in a single day. Yeah, exactly. That's like, because they've spent all of the dev time and money focusing on the gameplay elements. Oh. Comments are eating me alive. How do the skips in RE4 remake? Do I need a down patch? In RE4 OG or remake? In remake, yeah, you'll have to down patch. In OG, no. They should just work. Hey, Choco. Dude, what are these special spawns I'm getting, dude? It's okay, this tank is actually dumb. It's fine. I didn't get shock on him either. Same thing as CS2 with like better gameplay effects and stuff. That'd be cool. Although they probably remove bunny hopping, which would suck. If they remove bunny hopping, then none of the Left 4 Dead speedrunners would ever play it, probably. But the events were pretty good. Olay. Bitch. No way, dude. He has like 1 HP. Can you not B-hop in CS2? You can't B-hop in CSGO. Yes, you can B-hop in CSGO. No, you cannot. Not know what you're talking about. You're pretty decent at it. No, you're not. You cannot B-hop in CSGO. It's literally random. You can't be good at something that's literally random. It looks like I'm good at gambling. Why are my... Dude, I'm getting so fucked today, actually. How to B-hop as a tank in versus, you just B-hop. It's the same exact thing. Use spacebar, not scroll wheel. It's literally, dude, in CSGO, it's literally random. Jesus fuck. Bro! The comments are insane today, dude. Like literally the tick that you need to press the jump button is different every time. You cannot time it, it's random. Thank you, Rizuku, but I don't think I'm gonna get a PB anytime soon. Alright, moving on.
Check it out. That's Jimmy Gibbs Jr. God damn it, I could have gotten a picture taken with Jimmy Gibbs' stock car.
Why is the escalator in a different spot? Random. But yes, in CSGO, the first time you jump, the tick that you have to press the spacebar when you land to maintain your speed is consistent. Every other time after that, it's completely random. There's no way to know when the tick is, so it's literally random. Four, six, mediocre orange. The different spot is single player? No, it's because of the thing I just said 2 seconds ago, which is that it's random.
I got this one. Hey, where is everybody?
Olay. Well, you must not play the game enough because it's random.
I got this one.
I want it. Give me the can. Oh. Alright, we got this one now. Yeah, bunny hopping and left for dead is tick perfect, but the game only runs at 30 ticks a second, so it's like frame perfect, but at 30 FPS for every jump. And you have to time it perfectly. You can't like spam it, so you gotta do, you can't do scroll wheel. I don't have adrenaline either. Man, this run is kicking my ass. Yeah, that escalator spawns randomly in different spots, and then like the fence at the beginning of Dark Carnival is random, and then there's like a couple other things. The path at the end of the third map of the parish is random. Why is it not getting canceled after every comment hit? Because that doesn't happen in this game. The more you talk, the less I'm convinced about the hundreds of hours thing. It's always so funny when people pretend like they know more about a game than speedrunners. Because they've put like, quote unquote, a lot of hours into the game, but then they realize like speedrunners have like several magnitudes more hours than you in the game probably. Like depending on the game, the speedrunner probably has like nearly 1,000 hours. Because like I'm playing a different game, different rules. You probably just don't know enough about the game to understand what's going on. You know, just enough to confuse yourself.
Anyone?
No adrenaline in the ambulance. I don't think so. I didn't see any. I think it was 2 sets of pills. Excuse me. Also, just because you have a lot of hours doesn't necessarily mean that you understand anything about the game. Like, as a speedrunner with like 100 hours, you probably know more about the game than someone with 2,000 hours because you're actively looking to understand everything that's happening because you need to in order to speedrun it. Speedrunners are full of all sorts of like weird, useless trivia about the games that they run because they know more than anyone else. Fuck. Like an example is speedrunners know lots of trivia about lots of versions of the game across like every version of the game. Like there's like a whole bunch of trivia I have about like 2000 versus 2045 versus 2027 versus 2091 and blah blah blah. What tech and glitches works on what specific versions and whatnot and what doesn't, and when certain bugs were introduced and when they're fixed and stuff. Whereas like the normal player probably only playing like just on newest version all the time, never touch the old stuff. They never know those things. Red circle on Halo crosshairs gives you bullet magnetism, which makes it a lot less likely that your bullet goes sideways. Something that no one cares about until you need pellets to hit. See, I had no idea. That's crazy. Like that's a mechanic that you can play with thousands of hours and have no idea about. Unless you're like really caring about that bullet hitting, which only speedrunners would really. Yeah, and paying that much attention. Like, I learned something new about Dead Space 2 the other day. The 0G property is literally just like a 1 or 0 on-off tick on the code. This is like a bit switch. Like, that's it. That's the only check for how 0G works. That seems like pretty trivial information until you can like figure out a way to flip that bit. And all of a sudden you have 0G wherever you want, you know? Hello, tank. Imagine how much you can skip. Oh, dude, you can skip like literally the whole game. If you had 0G at the start, you just like wiggle clip out of the wall and then fly to the end. That was discovered pretty recently because they were making a mod to have 0G anywhere as a practice tool. Well, I do a challenge run of Dead Space 2 where I do a zealot mode, but I always have 0G. Like, I can't land. I'm always floating in 0G. I think that'd be fun. And I wouldn't be able to go out of bounds. I'd just do it in bounds. Or like glitchless, but flying the whole time. That'd be fun. I think there might be a lot of soft locks, which is why I won't do it on hardcore. Oh, there was an adrenaline. Cool. I think you can open doors while in 0G. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'll just land, open the door, and then do it again. Or clip out of bounds with 0G and then clip back in bounds instead of opening the door. Because you can basically go out of bounds anywhere in that game if you have 0G. You can? I thought so. Yeah, it's not the best platform, Rizu. Yeah, it does. Neurotickle. You go different paths if you don't get adrenaline. It's not that different. Slightly different. Where's this charger? It's scaring me. There he is. Why is he so like leaned over? He's like falling over. His arm's too heavy. Dude's like vibing. Full wrecked. Is Dead Space 2 multiplayer fun? I have no idea. I played it a few times when I was a little tiny kid. That's not lame at all. That's awesome. Anyone there? Yeah, dude slept wrong for sure. You can lose time at the end of the fight on Sierra if the Phantom's path weird. I love stuff like that. You physically cannot enable two-factor on Kick right now? Yeah, I think maybe the platform might be a little overwhelmed at the moment. Because the whole XQC thing, maybe. I don't know. Definitely it's not because of my stream. That's for sure. Bonk. I thought my angle was bad. I honestly thought I was gonna get caught on the boat, but I didn't, thank God. Honestly, I hate that trick. It's so easy to fuck up. It's like, in theory, really simple, but it's also really fuck upable.
Hey, not funny, man.
Where are you guys? Ah. No hops. No bitches.
Nick does have a point. God damn, a whole plane?
Yeah, well, that's why I just don't moderate them. It's worked for me so far pretty good. Everyone has just behaved themselves. God damn it. Comments, dude. Thanks, Maria. Everyone just being cool. No shotgun upgrade. No melee weapon. No bitches. But yeah, streaming has become quite cumbersome with all the platform craziness going on. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. But streaming is in a really weird time, so I'm really curious to see where streaming in general is going to be in like 5 years. It's going to be an interesting spot. Well, thank you, Rizzy. I appreciate it. Like, nobody knows which platform is going to still exist or which ones are going to be big, and all sorts of craziness going on. Like, gambling is like super prevalent. That, you know, might get regulated at some point legally. That could be crazy. Later, Zuko. Thanks for ringing. We all know YouTube will always be #1. I mean, YouTube streaming kind of sucks ass. The user interface is awful. And the discoverability on streams themselves is not very good. Like, the chat interface is terrible. There's no like channel point system. The emotes are awful. Watching a YouTube stream on mobile sucks too. There's no good way to find streams. You only get recommended them. That's it. Like, I can't like look for a live stream, you know? There's no rating really. Twitch won't exist. I definitely think it's part of it. I think Twitch won't exist in a couple of years, but to what extent that changes the landscape, I don't know. My prediction is basically that like YouTube won't bother to update their stuff enough for like the vast majority of people on Twitch to switch over, and then Twitch will just disappear, and then live streaming, like the everyday live streamer, like I do, like me or Maxi or Bach or like those people do, like that just won't exist anymore. Like XQC type shit. Like the people that just show up and stream all day every day, like that just won't exist. There'll be no platform for it, no audience for it, and just it'll just go away. People will watch a lot more shorts and a lot more video content. You hate that after a stream is done, the VOD gets uploaded to the video tab? They actually fixed that. Now it gets uploaded to a live stream tab. So it's not in the video tab anymore. Thank God. Same with shorts. If you upload a short, it goes to a shorts tab.
Hey, let's use the radio. Howdy.
So it doesn't fuck with like the normal uploads. And I'm pretty sure that they don't algorithmically fuck each other anymore either. Like it used to be that if you streamed on YouTube, like it would send notifications to people that you're streaming, you know, and then like if people don't click those, then they won't send the notifications that you posted a video. Because like they didn't click your stream, so why would they click your videos? And so your videos would do worse if you streamed every day. But I think that they fixed that problem. This is kind of an experiment with that. I'm like streaming on the highlight channel now too. And we'll see like over the next couple months if my videos do worse. I have a sneaking suspicion that they won't do worse though, and they might even do better. And if that happens, then I'll start streaming on the main channel too. I'll just stream on all of them. Hey, Vogel. Because that's the reason I didn't stream on the main channel, is because of that algorithmic effect. But if that just doesn't exist anymore, like if that's not a problem, then there's no downside to just streaming on all of them at once. And so that's what I'll do. I have been making shorts too. I've been posting them on the highlight channel. They do actually decent. We'll see. I gotta get better at them and stuff. I mean, I definitely gained some subscribers from uploading shorts. I don't know if they'll actually convert to regular viewers, but they definitely subbed from it. It wasn't that much though. I mean, I posted like 4 shorts and they got like 3,000, 4,000 views each. Gained like 1 or 2 subs each, probably. Can I explain how that worked? Yeah, so basically, like, I got in a spot where I was completely stuck and I couldn't move, and the game counts down a timer, 10 seconds, and then teleports you to your nearest teammate. My nearest teammate was outside the map in the safe room, downed as a bot, so I teleported to them after the 10 seconds, and then now I'm outside the finale, so it's one big god spot. I just wait for it to end, basically. That wall's not broken, weird champ. GG.